All right, I'm back for part 2 or part 3. I don't know. So what does moving on really look like? And all of these aren't perfect. Disclaimer, I am not a psychologist. I'm just a regular young lady who has went through life and is trying to grow and help other people grow. So these are just some tips, some thoughts I had as I was pondering on this thought of what does it look like to really move on. First thing first, don't make my mistakes. Please don't perpetuate a relationship or a connection to a person longer than you need to. If you have decided that it's over, then you've decided for a reason. Let that be the final decision and let that be the end all be all. Don't stay connected in as far as longing for it to rekindle. You're going to have to sever it. You're going to have to cut it. And if you can't do it naturally, you're just going to have to cut the connection until you're in a place where maybe y'all can have a friendship. And that's not even necessarily always a possibility. So what I'll say is, first thing first, I said also don't seek revenge or run to alcohol or substitute somebody else's attention versus that person's attention. It just leads to chaos and unnecessary confusion. Yeah. So one of the things I put was allowing yourself to mourn that relationship and surrendering it. And every time it comes back, give it back. So I think sometimes we feel like when we surrender something to the Lord that our flesh don't want to bring it back. The enemy likes us to stay in cycles. So our mind will bring something back up that we say we didn't surrender. And every time it does, it give it back. Say, Lord, I know I picked it up, Lord, I'm just giving it back to you because I can't do it. I can't, like, sometimes I say, Lord, I can't do it. Here, take it back. Like, I don't want to think about it. I don't want this. It's the community is the next thing. Like, be mindful of the people that you surround yourself around. Surround yourself around people that have elevated thinking, that think on things above, think on positive things, pushing you to grow past that moment. Don't stay stuck there, because the Lord has better for you. If he allowed that door to shut, he has better for you. Stop replaying highlight reels in your mind. What I literally have to do sometimes when that comes up is I have to, like, remind myself, even if I have to verbally tell myself, like, Kenyatta, I had to do it the other day. Y'all not together for a reason. Da 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 da. This is why y'all not together. Like, remind yourself, because like love and remembering of a person, we always have a tendency to romanticize things as if they were this great thing. And a lot of times they really wasn't. Like, 90% of it was a mess. 10% of it was cute. Be okay with being alone for a while, and let that time of singleness be focused on growth in your spirit, your mind, and your body. That's one that I had to sort of work on a little bit, because it took me a while to get used to being by myself, especially when I first moved into my apartment, my first apartment. Like, that was a little difficult being by myself, because I had never lived by myself, so I was fearful. And even though I had a dog, but I was still fearful. I was just, it wasn't a good feeling, and I sort of fell into a slump and a depression. So yeah, just be okay with being alone, and don't try to over accommodate that empty time with other people, if you know what I mean. Make sure you close every door that allows access, because what we would do is, like, I'll say for myself, what I did was, even after we stopped linking up, I would still talk to him. I would still text him. We would still have whole conversations. We would still meet up and go out to eat. We'll still meet up and just ride around and talk and drink. Like, we would just still link. Not link. We would still just meet up and hang out. And so it's like understanding that there was an open door I continued to allow to stay open, which prolonged my healing process. I could have been over it if I would have just cut dry turkey and did it. Y'all excuse me, my doggone dog over there slurping up water while I'm doing my video. But anyway, and so assess the damage. That's fine. Assess the damage. Like, really ask the Holy Spirit to show you, and then do the hard work that He begins to show you. Do the hard work that it takes to heal and grow. And then the last one I have is just live your life. Yes, I went through a phase of chaos in a sense where I was partying and drinking and all those things, but I was just living life. And I'm not saying to live life in a negative way, because you don't have to live life by drinking and partying, going like that don't have to be your version of living life. But living life can be just hanging out with friends, going out to eat by yourself, doing cool stuff that you want to do, trying new things. Like I got, it says, now years later, after all that, I can see why it didn't happen. And I tell people this now, especially people that I mentor and disciple now. I see it now, and I didn't see it then, but I see the grace in it. Because if I would have got married and had kids and started a whole family, there is no way I would be able to do the things that the Lord is calling me to do here in Birmingham. Because I wouldn't have been willing to move. Like, I wouldn't have been willing to move to no Birmingham to go to no new church and to be doing any kind of ministry work, working with people, getting no healing, getting to know the Lord. Like, I would have did that. I'm going to just be honest. And the Lord would have had to pull me by my hair. That probably would have been the other way I would have went, to be quite honest. But be honest, after a real assessment, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I was in general. Like, I didn't know who I was as a person. And I didn't know that before I got in a relationship. And then after I got in it, then I became this person's blah, blah, blah. Like, that became my identity. So I didn't know who I was. But what I will say is, the one who does know me, the one who did know me, and who knows me now, he knew who I was. And he was very intentional to strip me. He was intentional to strip me of the mask. And for me, my mask was makeup. It was wigs. It was getting my nails done. It was lashes. It was purses and clothes. Like, that was my mask. Because I was going to be cute. I was going to have my hair done. Like, I was going to be confident. That's what made me feel confident. And that's what my identity began to shift to. And so, but because the Lord, He is sovereign in all His ways, He started pulling that stuff away. Even that He stripped me of. And He began to help me to see me. And I began to ask Him, Lord, help me to see myself like You see me. Help me to love myself like You love me. And then He began to purify those dirty places. He began one by one, taking stuff away. One by one, removing stuff. One by one, making me think. And not just removing it, but making me think, like, is that like Christ? Is that something You want me to do? And what I'm about to say, this is not against anybody else, because the Lord convicts everybody in their own time. And if He convicts you, some things that are sin to me are not sin to you. One thing that He pulled me from was drinking. I don't drink anymore. One thing that He put me away from is cussing. I don't curse anymore. I don't use profanity anymore. Every once in a while I might slip up, but then I feel so bad about it. But I don't anymore. I still got tattoos, as you can probably see. I still got tattoos. I mean, it is what it is. But I used to have nose piercings, and I like my nose piercings. But I remember the Holy Spirit giving me a revelation on them, and so I took them out literally in the middle of the night. Took them out and stopped wearing them. Didn't wear them no more. And so just know that He purifies you. He cleans you up. And He does the things in you that He wants done. And what I'll say is, piece by piece, day by day, test by test, tear by tear, He began to transform me from the inside out. He transformed my heart. He transformed my mind. And now He's beginning to transform my body and help me to be healthier. So know that the end of a relationship is not the end all be all. That is sometimes, most of the time, that's just the beginning. So I love y'all. I hope this information helped. I know that these videos are long, and I've been trying to be quick, but I talk a lot. I'm gonna just be honest. So I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all again soon.